Imagine two coworkers. Daniel is 46. He earns $78,000 a year. He does not track every coffee. He has more than $400,000 across savings and retirement accounts. Now meet Rachel. Rachel is 34. She earns $106,000 a year. She checks her banking app constantly. She has tried 3 budgeting systems, and she still has less than $10,000 saved, plus a credit card balance that refuses to die. Rachel earns more, but Daniel is building wealth much faster. Why? Not because he found a secret investment. The difference is simpler. Daniel's money receives instructions before he sees it. Rachel's money receives instructions after she starts spending it. Over time, they create 2 completely different lives. Payday feels like relief. The balance rises, the pressure falls. And for a moment, your money feels available. That feeling is the trap, because much of the money already belongs to someone else. Rent is waiting, insurance is waiting, the credit card is waiting, and forgotten subscriptions are waiting quietly. Your checking balance is not a pile of free money. It is a waiting room. Every dollar is sitting there until someone gives it a job. Rachel looks at the full balance. She remembers the major bills, then she lives. A few meals out, 1 delayed purchase, a costly weekend. Nothing looks disastrous, but the account keeps shrinking. At the end of the month, she saves whatever remains. Some months it is $300. Some months it is $30. Some months, the remaining balance is mostly confidence. Daniel reverses the order. His future gets paid first. Then he sees what is available for the present. This works because willpower is not a savings system. It charges you in decisions. Rachel sees money in her account all month, so she must protect it all month, at lunch, during a sale, on Friday night. After a difficult week, when buying something suddenly feels medically necessary, but she has to keep winning. Daniel made one decision. He scheduled the transfers. Now the system repeats that decision for him. The money moves before temptation begins. That is the hidden power of paying yourself first. It does not make you stronger. It makes strength less necessary. Most budgeting tools show you what already happened. They are scoreboards, useful, but late. Automation is a gate. It changes what is available before the spending begins. People adapt to a smaller visible balance more easily. Then they protect money for an invisible future. You do not need to fight yourself 200 times a month. You need to design the battlefield once. A single automatic transfer looks unimpressive. $200 does not look life-changing. It is the beginning of a machine. Imagine investing $200 every month for 30 years. At a hypothetical average return of 7%, that could grow to roughly $250,000. Real returns are never guaranteed. Markets do not move in a straight line. But the example reveals something important. The result did not come from one brilliant decision. It came from repetition, plus time. Rachel sometimes saves more than Daniel. She might invest $1,000 after a bonus, then stop for 6 months, then withdraw part of it, then restart. Daniel's amount is less dramatic, but it keeps arriving. A small machine that never stops can beat a powerful machine that is constantly being restarted. And this leads to the first place many workers should look on Payday. Not the stock market, their employee benefits. Some workplace retirement plans include an employer match. An employer might add money when the employee contributes up to a certain limit. It is part of the employee's compensation. But there is a catch. You may need to contribute before you receive it, and employer contributions may follow vesting rules. So read the plan, find the matching formula, find the amount required to receive the full match, and find out when the employer contribution becomes fully yours. It may be the most valuable document at your job. Naturally, it reads like a peace treaty between accountants. Suppose Rachel's employer matches contributions dollar for dollar, up to 4% of salary. If Rachel contributes nothing, the employer adds nothing. If she contributes 4%, another 4% is added, because Rachel also has expensive debt. So which comes first, saving or paying the card? This is where the order becomes the strategy. The wrong answer is trying to fix everything at once. People start investing, paying debt, and opening accounts, all on the same Tuesday. Each dollar can only do one job, so give it the most important job first. Protect essential expenses, keep required minimum payments current, Build a small cash buffer so one ordinary surprise does not go straight back onto a credit card. Then examine whether capturing an available employer match fits your situation. After that, attack expensive consumer debt. Many credit cards calculate interest daily, so yesterday's purchase can cost more again tomorrow. This is why high-interest debt behaves less like a bill and more like a leak. You can keep adding water to the bucket, but if the hole remains open, progress disappears. There is no universal sequence. Income stability matters. Interest rates matter. Family responsibilities matter. But the principle is universal. Do not let every goal compete equally. Rank the jobs. Then send each new dollar toward the highest priority job available. Once expensive debt is under control, the next goal is not excitement. It is protection. An emergency fund is money reserved for costs you did not schedule. A medical bill, a repair, a sudden move, a period without income. It should look boring. Its job is not to impress you. Its job is to stop one bad month from destroying several good years. Without cash reserves, an emergency becomes debt. Then interest reduces future cash flow, and the emergency ends, but the payment stays. Daniel keeps emergency money separate from everyday spending. That separation matters. Money beside your debit card is easy to reinterpret. It can become a vacation fund, then very urgent restaurant reservations. Keep it accessible for a real emergency, but separate enough that spending it requires a conscious decision. The emergency fund does not make Daniel wealthy. It protects the system that is making him wealthy. It is the wall that prevents progress from collapsing backward. Eventually, Rachel gets a raise. This should solve everything. But a raise is not automatically progress. It is a fork in the road. One path strengthens the system, the other upgrades the lifestyle. A better apartment, a newer car, the premium version of something already working. Within a few months, the higher income feels normal, and the financial pressure returns. This is lifestyle creep. The spending level rises until it absorbs the raise. Daniel uses a different rule. When income rises, his automatic contribution rises first. He still enjoys part of the raise, but future Daniel receives a percentage before present. Daniel becomes attached to the money. Future Daniel is not invited to salary negotiations, so automation has to represent him, because money that never becomes part of your normal lifestyle does not feel like something you lost. A raise does not reveal how wealthy you are. It reveals which version of your life gets upgraded first. Now rebuild Rachel's payday. She receives $2,400 twice a month after taxes. Everything landed in checking. She spent from the top and hoped something survived. The new system starts before she opens the app. Her workplace contribution follows the plan rules she reviewed. Then $100 moves to a separate emergency account. Another amount goes toward her highest priority debt. Money for essential bills moves into a dedicated bills account. Only the remainder stays available for normal spending. That visible balance is smaller, but it is honest. She no longer has to remember which money belongs to rent, the future, or today. The system remembers for her. The credit card is eventually paid off. That old payment does not return to her lifestyle. It receives a new job. It can strengthen the emergency fund, then increase long-term contributions. Rachel does not need to find new money. She keeps redirecting the same money toward better work. So here's the system. On payday, do not begin by asking what you can buy. Ask what the paycheck must accomplish before you touch it. Protect essentials, review your workplace benefits, build a cash buffer, reduce expensive debt, strengthen the emergency fund, use appropriate long-term accounts for the future, automate what can be automated, and when income rises, increase the future payment before the raise disappears into normal life. The exact amounts will be different for everyone. That is reality. It is not tracking every coffee or waiting for a larger salary. It is to change the order. Daniel pays his future first, then lives on what remains. Rachel used to live first, then offer her future the leftovers, similar income, different destination. Your paycheck does not decide your future when it arrives. It decides your future when it receives instructions. Your future is also one of your bills. The only difference is that nobody sends a reminder. Pay it first. Then let the rest of your life fit around the truth. Got a topic you want me to break down next? Drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like. And remember, question the headlines, understand the system. See you in the next one.